Ladies and gentlemen, dim the lights and cue the drama because we're diving into a late-night legend's legendary meltdown, the shocking spectacle of Harrison Ford getting kicked off Jimmy Kimmel Live after a heated confrontation that scorched the El Capitan stage hotter than a Millennium Falcon engine. It's a sultry September night in 2025, Los Angeles' eternal summer haze draping Hollywood Boulevard like a velvet curtain outside the buzzing studio, where 350 fans pack the bleachers, their cheers a prelude to pandemonium as the house band's funky groove fades into the glare. Jimmy Kimmel, 57 and suave in a tailored midnight blue suit, his signature smirk promising mischief, bounds on stage to thunderous applause. Tonight, folks, we've got the man who's dodged boulders, blasters, and bad press. Give it up for Harrison Ford. The roar is seismic, a wave of adulation crashing as Harrison, 83 in every inch the rugged icon, ambles in, craggy features framed by tousled salt and pepper hair, dressed in his off-duty armor of faded chinos, a lightweight linen shirt unbuttoned at the collar, those piercing blue eyes twinkling with wry wisdom under the spots. He sinks into the guest couch with a gravelly chuckle, waving off the ovation like it's yesterday's news. Jimmy launches light. Harrison, at your age, you're still whipping in Indiana Jones 5, how's it feel cheating father time? Harrison's voice rumbles deep, that Indiana twang laced with dry wit. Jimmy, it's less whipping, more wondering if the boulder'll win this round. Laughter explodes as he regales with tales of his Wyoming ranch woes, near mishaps with his Cessna, Callista Flockhart's eye rolls at his latest stunt, and fatherhood flashes with son Liam turning 29. Guillermo Rodriguez, Jimmy's pint-sized provocateur, chimes in, Harrison, you'd fly me to Mexico. The energy's electric, but tonight's hook, Ford Unfiltered, Legacy and Legacy Issues, teases thornier terrain, Harrison's vocal climate crusade, his Conservation International throne, and whispers of Hollywood's greenwashing, gripes amid his aviation adventures. Jimmy leans in, grin glinting, Harrison, you're the eco-warrior king, but those private jets to set. Fans call hypocrisy, your take. Harrison's smile holds, but his jaw squares subtly, fingers gripping the armrest like a whip handle. The set's a powder keg of pulsing lights and primed mics, cameras capturing the calm before the crash, this silver fox's steel set to snap against Jimmy's satirical snare, the fuse fizzing fast toward fiasco. As the chuckles from Harrison's quip about, flying greener than my co-stars, alibis, ebb, the banter barrels into bristling borders, Jimmy's tone tilting toward the teasing, Harrison, you've planted forests since the 80s, heroic. But with wildfires raging, your prop plane jaunts. Some say it's carbon cowboy, not conservation. Own it, the audience, ooze, in a hush-hush wave, a cocktail of claps and cringes. Harrison's eyes flash like storm clouds, his retort a low thunder, Jimmy, I've offset more than your show's laugh track, conservation sweat, not sermons. You wanna audit my altitude, audit your own airtime. Guillermo tries the bomb, Harrison, blame the aliens, they fly dirty. Snickers scatter, but Jimmy doubles down, brow arched, audit. Fair, but fans fume, Blade Runner to Burning Man. Jet Set savior are selective. Harrison shifts, posture stiffening like oak in a gale, voice sharpening to a blade, selective. Kid, I've sued polluters, lobbied lawmakers, while you monologue methane. Hypocrisy's your house band, not mine. The crowd fractures, half hooting Harrison's heat, half murmuring at the miss, phones angling for the avalanche. Jimmy, unfazed in his funnyman's fortress, fires back with a feigned flinch, methane. Ouch, but seriously, Han Solo'd recycle, India'd hitchhike. Why not ground the gadgets for the greater good? Harrison's laugh barks brittle, ground. I've grounded enough, fought poachers, funded reefs. Mock my miles, and you're missing the mission. The band's beat falters, the studio a sauna of suspense, Guillermo's eyes wide as saucers. Jimmy probes deeper. Mission. Your Wyoming spread solar powered, props, but that seaplane splashdown last year. PR peril or pilot pride. Harrison's cheeks color under the glare, fists furrowing the fabric, pride. It was peril averted, saved a crew, sparked safety talks. Equate adventure to arrogance, and you're echoing echo chambers. Whispers whip through the wings, producers' prompts pulsing, pull back. In headsets, but Jimmy's grin grits, echo. Hollywood's full of your eco cred's gold, but jets jettison it. Fair fight, Harrison's gaze hardens to Deckard Diamond, fight. This feels like ambush in aftershave. You thrive on jabs, I build bridges. The vibe's volcanic, a verbal vortex, Harrison's hard-won heart versus Jimmy's honed humor, the breaking point breaking like a bad landing. The eruption escalates as Jimmy's zinger zings, Harrison, bridges. Build one from Boeing to bus, Fanst follow, and Harrison vaults up, his 6 feet 1 inch frame filling the frame like a force of nature, voice a volcanic boom, follow. Jimmy, I've led charges since you were in short pants, Jets haul hope to hot zones, not just ham. This ain't interview, it's inquisition. I'm walking. The theater trembles. Deafening cheers for Harrison drowning in dazed gasps, a back row booster bellowing, fly free, Indy. As Jimmy springs skyward, Mike clutched. Harrison, whoa, we're winging it, not warring. Stay, Guillermo's got guac. But Harrison's hightailing, strides stomping like stunt falls, sidestepping Guillermo's, one selfie, por favor. With a flinty frown, crew converges in controlled chaos, 2 towering security titans at Jimmy's hasty hail, Mr. Ford, sir, stage left, segments shelved. Kicked off, categorically, corralled like a cantankerous co-star, Harrison's outline outpacing the overhang haze as he hurtles into the hall. Cut to commercial cyclone, the cam clamping on Jimmy's jaw slack jest, holy hyperspace, that escalated faster than Endor. Back post break, with diffused dynamite. Backstage barrage, Harrison's brigade bundles him to the blacked out Benz, his gruff to his manager, that whippersnapper wanted wildfire, got a woodshed. Jimmy huddles with his head writer. He flew in feisty, I fanned the flames, viral victory. Digital detonation dawns during downtime, hashtag Harrison kicked off blasts to 8 million X blasts, footage of his flea fused with Raiders relic riffs racking 35 million TikTok ticks by tape's tail. TMZ torches. Ford's furious flight, Kimmel KO'd by carbon clash. While THR theorizes, Indy's ire, activist anger or age-old angst. 6BB1 Ebb Ford faithful frenzy with, eco-era overreach, Kimmel clan counters, Jimmy juggled jets justly. Colbert cues a cockpit caper, Fallon fakes a flyby feud. Harrison's hasty herald. Appreciate the arena, ain't tolerating the trap. Skyward to sets, Jimmy jives on journal. Harrison's a hurricane, hurled heat, but heart's heroic. Hangar high five, the kick-off, a blockbuster bedlam, blanketing Indy 5 hype, branding Ford's fervor into folklore. As Sunset Strip's signs shimmer, the smoke signals. Still spiraling sky high, moonlight mantles the multiplexes as the melee morphs into midnight madness, cable circuits churning the char, NBC's Lester Holt, Ford's furlough, fervent fire or fleeting feud, Variety's virtual vigil, Kimmel's combustion, comedy coup or climate conundrum. At his Jackson Hole haven, Harrison hunkers with Callista over craft IPAs, her hand on his, you soared. Through the storm, hung, untethered. Liam texts, Dad's the real action hero, while conservation coffers climb 55%, Crusaders christening it, Ford's fiery flight fund. Kimmel's kingdom, king-sized, 13.2 million mesmerized, a lunar leap in late logs, licensing lunacy as late-night largesse. Guillermo, on his grid, Harrison's hot, next, no jets, just jalapenos. A-listers amplify. Spielberg Skypes, sky's the limit, buddy, Spielberg, wait, Spielberg sends, sky-high spine, Gosling goofs a green gag on IG. Deeper dives distill. Enviro experts on GMA graft it too, activists aerial alibi, passion propels policy. Harrison's horizon hook. Platforms propel purpose, won't wilt under wind. Wings up, Jimmy joins the jet stream. Harrison's humanity hums, clashed cosmic, but camaraderie calls. Cycles churn to cannon. Indy 5 inks and, air ambush, aside, Kimmel kids a, carbon couch, corner. Meme maelstrom monetizes. Kicked like Indy, kites kiting Kickstarter, Kimmel's quip clip jet lag justice, jammed with Jedi jests. Pundits parse. Publicity phoenix or principled protest. In Ford's filmic firmament of foes felled and frontiers forged, this heated heave. No hiatus, but a high-wire highlight, Harrison Ford, evergreen as ever, proving pioneers don't plummet, they pilot through peril. From cockpit to couch, his crank, crystalline as the cosmos. Thanks for the turbulent tour, trailblazers, throttle up for more turbocharged tales. Over and out.